have not put out anything in quite a while. Just had a lot going on and kind of too much to think about to keep up with this channel, though I do want to keep up with it because there's lots to talk about. There have been a few of you who have subscribed, even though I have not put out any content, so whoever you are that has subscribed, I appreciate it. I really do. This YouTube channel, I kind of started it for the sake of my children, so that they could have something of me even after I'm gone, whenever that may be. Hopefully it'll be long into the future, but in the event that it isn't, this channel has kind of been started for them, so I haven't worked real hard to build my viewership. But it's trickling in, and I do appreciate the ones of you who are here. I did want to talk about something today that may be slightly controversial, and it may make some people maybe a little feel a certain way. I don't know. But it needs to be talked about. We often hear from most people, I think most people feel this way, that death is a part of life. It's natural and it's a part of life, and we should just get used to it, and we shouldn't see it as, the horrible thing that it is, and blah, blah, blah. And no, I'm not speeding 100 miles an hour down the road. My car just sounds like that. But from a Christian perspective, which is the perspective that this world was built on, that's not true. Death is the enemy. Death was not originally part of the plan. The plan was originally that we would all live in our bodies forever with perfect fellowship with God. And when that plan was destroyed by sin, well, okay, there's a whole bunch of theological things we could talk about there, but we won't go there. But when that plan changed, or whatever, or when the true plan was revealed, I guess is probably the better way to say it, death entered in. And scripture says that death is the enemy. So if somebody's trying to make you feel better, that, death is just a part of life and we just have to accept it. No, you can be angry about death. You should be angry about death. Death is the result of this sinful world. Decay, illness, sickness is the result of this sinful world. We can't escape it. Yes, we can escape it. It is something that we all are going to have to go through, unless the Lord comes back before we die. But it is the enemy. It is not a part of life. It is, the opposite of life. So, death is the enemy, and we have every right to fight it. Every right to fight death. I mean, we're all going to die at some point, but it's the enemy. It really is. And we're able to feel however we want to feel about death. If we're angry because our loved one is gone, we can feel that way. We can feel that way. And so I just wanted to, to mention that, because it's a big deal. It's a big deal in this world, because this world wants us to believe that death is a part of life, because this world is about death. It's about death. It's about sin. It's about walking away from God. It's about doing your own thing and, worrying about yourself. And that all leads to death, whether it's your physical death or your spiritual death. But I also wanted to say one more thing that I thought was kind of cool. One thing, I heard this clip from Cameron Diaz, of all people. And she said, aging is a gift. Wow. She says, getting older and aging is a gift. Not everybody gets to do it. Not everybody gets that. That's wonderful coming from a Hollywood celebrity where they're all were when they were in their 20s, and of course they're failing miserably. They look awful when they chop up. Refreshing to hear a celebrity, say something like that. And then she's right. She's absolutely right. Any of us who have chronic illnesses that could possibly lead to our deaths, aging truly is a gift. And we should not be trying to, I don't think, okay, I shouldn't say what we should or shouldn't do, because what you should or shouldn't do is between you and God. But I don't think we should fight it the way that we do. I mean, of course we all want to look good. We all want to, not have wrinkles. But it's going to happen. It's going to happen. That also is, the result of sin in this world, aging and decay. But it is a gift in the sense that not everybody gets to do it. Some of us reach death before that happens. And so don't be so angry that you're not as pretty as you were when you were 20 years old, or, not as virulent. Is that the right word? No, I don't think it is. but you're just not as youthful as you were. You're going to get older, and be thankful that you have the privilege of getting older. Be thankful, because not everybody gets that. So anyway, those are the things that have been on my mind lately. I do want to sit down and talk about some things that have really been on my mind lately regarding abuse and divorce and just things that have been on my mind. So thank you for watching. If you like this, I hope that you'll like and subscribe and do all the YouTube-y things. And if you have thoughts on this, I'd love to hear them. Please leave a comment below what you think about any of this. Now, in a sense, it was kind of like the opposite of what I was saying. I was saying death is the enemy, and we should be angry about death. And then I was saying aging is a gift, which they're both the result of the same thing. They're both the result of sin, which causes death and decay. So I'm not saying necessarily you should have to necessarily embrace aging, but you should see it as the gift that it is. Be thankful that you've been allowed to live long enough to where you're beginning to age. We should always live in a world, we should always be thankful. Even if you're dying of of an illness, even if you've been through tough times. When we get to the end of this world, if we don't make it to heaven, all the sufferings of this world will have been nothing compared to what's awaiting next. So be thankful that He doesn't give us that on this earth, that we do get to experience joy and sunshine and warm weather and a breeze on our faces and the rustling of the trees and the leaves on the trees. And it's not being patronizing or condescending, because I know how hard it is to feel thankful when your world's falling apart. And if you have food in your belly, there's still a lot to be thankful for. So hope you all are having a great day, and I hope to hear from you, and I will see you in the next time. Take care. God bless.